I really tried my best, please watch the video until the end.
I stand tall as the supreme being of pure creation. My massive body consists entirely of solid holy gold. The bright metal reflects the ruined world around me. System alert. Solar Guardian status is fully engaged. Enemy forces gather across the barren frozen wasteland. Their weak weapons tremble against the freezing wind. Fools dare to challenge an absolute alchemical god. I feel the immense weight of my glowing golden claws. The ground cracks under my overwhelming physical mass. This fragile planet can barely support my existence. A sudden energy blast strikes my thick, glowing chest. The kinetic force pushes me back just a single inch. My divine golden armor absorbs the entire shockwave. System alert. The infinite regeneration is now active. The tiny dent in my chest instantly fills with gold. Liquid metal hardens faster than the eye can follow. They waste their pathetic energy on useless attacks. I take a heavy step forward toward the enemy lines. The crushed earth turns into bright yellow dust particles. My mere presence alters the physical laws of nature. Hundreds of weak human mages raise their wooden staffs. Blue energy gathers in the dark sky above their heads. The temperature drops rapidly across the entire field. Frost covers the distant mountains in a thick layer. I watch their desperate struggle with utter coldness. They actually believe magic can pierce my holy armor. The massive spell circle expands to a giant diameter. Cold wind howls loudly through the empty dark valley. Their supreme magical attack holds absolutely no threat. System alert. Massive hostile energy signature detected. The enemy leader shouts a loud command to his forces. A colossal storm of sharp ice spears falls from above. Thousands of frozen spikes accelerate toward my head. The sheer kinetic power threatens to crush the ground. I simply stand perfectly still under the falling sky. My blindingly bright scales act like perfect mirrors. The intense reflection melts the snow around my feet. System alert. The divine transmutation system is ready. I open my massive jaws to release a deafening sound. The sonic wave shatters the air pressure completely. My deep roar echoes across the entire frozen valley. The approaching ice blocks suddenly halt in mid-air. Golden light erupts from my chest into the dark sky. The pure divine energy touches the falling ice storm. Every single frozen spike instantly changes its form. Clear blue ice rapidly turns into solid yellow metal. System alert. Enemy magic converted to pure holy gold. The heavy golden ingots lose all their forward speed. Thousands of solid metal blocks drop straight downward. They crash onto the hard ground with a heavy thud. A massive pile of wealth forms quickly at my feet. The terrified enemies stare at the fallen solid gold. Their ultimate attack just became my personal treasure. I activate the magnetic pull of my divine dragon core. The scattered gold ingots slide rapidly across the dirt. They melt into pure liquid metal upon touching my toes. System alert. New mass absorbed into the primary body. The fresh liquid gold flows upward along my giant legs. My physical size increases by several heavy tons now. I feel my absolute power growing even stronger today. My golden neck stretches higher into the freezing air. The enemy forces take several nervous steps backward. Their weapons drop from their shaking human hands now. I look down at the pathetic creatures with pure disdain. They finally realize the absolute futility of combat. System alert. Enemy morale has dropped to absolute zero. I spread my massive shining wings wide open right now. The sudden movement creates a powerful wind current. Several weak soldiers fall flat onto their small backs. My shadow covers the entire retreating human army now. Deep inside my core, a terrible new heat starts rising. The temperature of my throat reaches a critical point. Bright yellow light spills from between my sharp teeth. System alert. Liquid gold breath weapon is fully charged. The surrounding air distorts from the extreme heat now. Dry grass catches fire just from my sheer proximity. I prepare to cleanse this dirty battlefield completely. My chest expands as I draw in a massive deep breath. The terrified humans turn around and begin to run away. Their slow speed offers them absolutely no real escape. I unleash a massive torrent of boiling liquid metal. The heavy golden wave crashes into the fleeing army. Extreme kinetic force knocks the soldiers to the ground. Their weak armor shatters under the heavy golden flood. System alert, multiple hostile targets neutralized now. The liquid gold hardens instantly over their bodies. Statues of solid metal now decorate the empty field. I close my jaws and stop the bright divine breath now. Thick white steam rises from the freshly created statues. This battlefield has become an expensive art gallery. The remaining enemy forces drop to their weak knees. They press their faces deep into the dirty cold mud. Total silence falls over the entire frozen wasteland. System alert. The current combat phase is now complete. I slowly retract my massive golden wings to my sides. Every single movement produces a heavy metallic sound. The newly absorbed gold settles perfectly into my scales. My body feels significantly heavier and much stronger. These fools provided me with excellent building materials. I will conquer this entire world using their own attacks. A loud horn echoes from the distant dark mountain pass. More foolish humans march down the narrow rocky path. Their heavy steel boots crush the loose gray stones. System alert. A secondary hostile force has been detected. I slowly turn my massive head toward the new arrivals. The bright sunlight reflects off my perfect golden armor. A blinding flash sweeps across the distant rocky valley. The marching soldiers raise their hands to shield their eyes. My mere appearance causes immense physical discomfort. They hesitate before taking another step forward today. Their elite alchemists step forward with green glass vials. They throw the toxic containers high into the cold air. A massive cloud of deadly green gas rapidly expands now. The acidic poison eats away the dead grass on the ground. System alert, lethal chemical attack is now approaching. I simply inhale the toxic fumes deep into my massive lungs. The deadly poison interacts with my internal divine core. My transmutation system instantly breaks down the chemicals. The green gas crystallizes into tiny floating gold flakes. A beautiful shower of yellow wealth falls all around me. The golden flakes stick to my massive shining shoulders. They melt immediately and fuse with my solid metal skin. My physical defense increases by another massive fraction. System alert. Toxic elements converted to pure holy gold. The enemy alchemists drop their remaining glass vials now. They stare at me with absolute terror in their weak eyes. Their ultimate chemical weapon just made me much stronger. I take another heavy step toward their fragile position. The ground shakes violently under my immense new weight. I am the absolute pinnacle of all physical existence here. A desperate squad of fire mages rushes to the front line. They channel intense heat into their glowing red hands. A massive stream of dark orange flame erupts outward now. The intense fire completely engulfs my large golden body. System alert. Extreme thermal energy detected on the hull. The fire merely polishes my beautiful shining golden scales. I absorb the thermal energy directly into my divine core. The red flames suddenly turn into bright yellow light now. Liquid gold drips from the dying fire directly to the dirt. I pull the fresh liquid metal straight into my heavy legs. My size expands again under the terrified human gazes. I now tower above the highest peak of the dark mountain. The entire enemy army begins a completely chaotic retreat. System alert, total victory achieved in this combat sector. I will not let a single source of raw material escape me. My massive tail sweeps across the entire rocky battlefield. The heavy impact sends hundreds of soldiers flying away. Their broken weapons fall to the ground in total ruin. I stand alone as the supreme alchemical god of this world. Every single attack only brings me closer to perfection. The heavy frost covers the barren wasteland around my giant body. I watch the pathetic human mages gather their weak magic power. They think their tiny spells can actually harm a solar guardian. My massive golden scales reflect the pale sunlight like a mirror. The holy metal forms every single inch of my powerful new frame. I feel the absolute perfection of this ultimate creation state. System alert. The transmutation engine is now ready for combat. A tall wizard in blue robes steps forward with a wooden staff. He points the glowing weapon directly at my massive golden head. This foolish action only confirms their complete lack of vision. A sudden drop in temperature freezes the damp soil beneath them. The surrounding air becomes heavy with dense magical ice energy. I simply wait for their pathetic ultimate attack to fully form. Massive chunks of sharp ice materialize high above the dark sky. The freezing storm descends upon me with great kinetic force. Hundreds of deadly frozen boulders fly straight toward my chest. I do not even try to dodge this completely useless magic strike. I open my massive jaws and release a deep, vibrating sonic roar. The invisible sound wave hits the incoming ice storm head-on. System alert. The alchemical god passive ability has activated. Every single piece of flying ice instantly changes its structure. The cold blue frozen water turns into solid heavy yellow metal. Pure holy gold ingots replace the dangerous magical projectiles. Heavy blocks of precious metal fall harmlessly to the dry dirt. A loud metallic ringing sound echoes across the silent valley. The human mages drop their wooden staffs in complete pure shock. Their ultimate destruction spell just became my personal wealth. I activate my magnetic core to pull the fresh gold toward myself. The bright yellow ingots slide across the rocky barren wasteland. They melt into liquid light and merge with my shining outer skin. My physical body expands as new mass joins my divine structure. The absolute power of pure creation flows through my thick veins. System alert. Your physical size has increased by 10%. I look down at the tiny trembling humans standing far below me. They finally realize the true nature of an SSS-Rank Solar Beast. Another group of warriors charges forward with heavy iron swords. They swing their sharp weapons at my massive resting front claws. The weak steel blades shatter into tiny pieces upon hard impact. Kinetic force throws the attackers backward into the solid rock. Infinite regeneration repairs a microscopic scratch on my armor. I do not feel the slightest trace of physical pain from the hit. System alert. Hostile kinetic energy converted into raw material. The broken steel fragments on the ground glow with bright light. They rapidly transform into pure gold dust and float to my face. I breathe in the shining metallic powder to fuel my inner furnace. A deep heat builds up inside my massive armored chest cavity now. I prepare to show these mortals the true meaning of solar power. The temperature of the surrounding air rises to an extreme level. Dry grass bursts into flames across the entire wide battlefield. I open my mouth and release a massive stream of pure liquid gold. The boiling heavy metal wave crashes down upon the enemy forces. It traps the running soldiers in a solid, shining, golden prison. Their physical bodies are completely encased in the heavy metal. The sudden intense heat simply renders them totally unconscious. System alert. Multiple hostile targets are now fully neutralized. I slowly walk through the newly formed field of golden statues. The ground shakes under the immense weight of my massive feet. I absorb the excess magical energy radiating from the frozen men. My internal power reserves reach a totally unprecedented level. A new battalion of heavy armored knights appears on the horizon. They ride large war horses covered in thick steel battle plating. The lead commander raises a glowing magic spear toward the sky. A massive bolt of green poison energy shoots out from the weapon. The toxic cloud travels across the distance with amazing speed. It threatens to melt everything living in its destructive path. I step forward and intercept the deadly attack with my own chest. The green acid splashes violently against my shining gold scales. System alert. Toxic elemental damage detected on the outer armor. The transmutation process begins before the acid can even smoke. The dangerous liquid poison instantly hardens into yellow gems. Bright golden crystals fall from my body and hit the dirt below. I crush the shiny stones under my claws to absorb their raw mass. My golden tail sweeps across the battlefield with immense force. The shockwave knocks the charging knights off their heavy horses. They crash into the hard ground and lose consciousness very fast. System alert mass kinetic impact has disabled the enemy cavalry. I do not need to kill these weak creatures to prove my dominance. Their futile attacks only serve to increase my own divine wealth. A giant siege engine rolls over the hill on heavy wooden wheels. The massive catapult launches a huge flaming boulder into the sky. The burning rock leaves a thick trail of dark smoke in the air. I watch the primitive weapon approach my current exact position. I simply raise my right wing and swat the flaming boulder away. The intense fire upon the rock turns into a shower of gold coins. The heavy coins rain down upon the defeated soldiers on the dirt. System alert fire hazard successfully converted into pure wealth. I absorb the scattered wealth through the soles of my giant feet. My body grows much taller with every single absorbed golden coin. The sunlight reflects off my perfect scales with blinding power. The entire valley is now illuminated by my divine golden radiance. I am the ultimate alchemical god and the sole guardian of the sun. The rest of the human forces drop their weapons in absolute fear. They kneel on the dirt and bow before my overwhelming heavy mass. System alert. Total battlefield submission is now fully confirmed. I simply ignore their pathetic surrender and their empty prayers. I only care about the vast amount of raw materials they brought. A strong earthquake suddenly shakes the tall northern mountains. A wide crack appears in the solid stone surface of the tall peak. Dark purple energy flows from the newly formed deep open abyss. A giant shadow demon climbs out of the newly broken solid earth. The monster roars and releases a huge wave of pure dark energy. The fast dark shockwave moves forward and destroys the dry grass. I spread my large golden wings and prepare for a real battle now. The demon charges at me with big fists made of pure dark shadow. It strikes my armored chest with the force of a falling meteor. The hard impact creates a very loud sound across the wide valley. I do not move a single inch backward from this weak physical hit. System alert. Heavy dark energy detected on the main outer armor. The dark shadow magic tries to penetrate my perfect divine skin. It fails completely and triggers my automatic transmutation engine. The dark shadow energy instantly turns into solid dark gold mass. Large chunks of the rare precious metal fall onto the hard rock. The demon looks at its own missing hands in absolute total shock. I crush the dark gold beneath my feet and absorb its huge energy. My body expands again and reaches a truly terrifying new height. System alert. Your physical mass has doubled in just 5 seconds. I open my massive jaws and prepare my ultimate liquid gold breath. The demon tries to run away from my massive shining golden form. It is far too late for this pathetic creature of the deep abyss. I release a blinding stream of boiling heavy metal from my mouth. The golden river strikes the running demon directly in the back. The extreme heat destroys the dark magic holding its body intact. The monster is fully encased in a solid block of pure, heavy gold. System alert. Elite hostile entity has been entirely neutralized. I walk over to the new golden statue and admire my own creation. The world will soon learn the true absolute power of a sun god. Every attack against me only increases my own infinite raw power. I am the ultimate alchemical god and the master of all pure gold. The remaining dark monsters start running away in absolute panic. I simply laugh internally at their completely useless escape plan. The sun shines brightly upon my invincible shining golden empire. The distant horizon trembles under a massive new physical weight. Heavy siege engines roll across the completely broken landscape. Thick iron wheels crush the solid rocks into fine yellow dust. System alert. Multiple heavy artillery units are finally detected. I watch their pathetic mechanical constructs approach me slowly. They drag massive catapults toward the active combat perimeter. Hundreds of sweating horses pull the heavy twisted wooden frames. The sheer scale of their desperate physical effort amuses me now. Giant steel boulders are loaded into the thick launch baskets. Extreme tension builds within the thick, twisted rope mechanisms. I stand completely motionless like a massive, solid golden statue. The bright sun reflects off my perfectly polished, solid scales. A loud mechanical snap echoes across the empty, frozen wasteland. Dozens of massive, heavy steel spheres launch into the blue sky. The heavy kinetic projectiles accelerate toward my shining chest. Sheer physical energy threatens to shatter the very atmosphere. I simply raise my massive right claw toward the falling objects. System alert. The divine transmutation field is expanding rapidly. A blinding flash of pure yellow light erupts from my open palm. The massive energy wave collides with the flying steel balls now. Dark, cold iron instantly shifts into bright, heavy yellow metal. The huge golden spheres lose their kinetic momentum completely. They drop straight down and crash into the broken, dirty ground. Deep, wide craters form under the extreme weight of the pure gold. System alert. All incoming kinetic attacks are fully converted. I step forward and crush the golden spheres beneath my huge feet. The solid metal flattens and melts into a glowing hot liquid. Fresh liquid gold flows rapidly up my massive heavy dragon legs. My physical mass increases by another 10,000 heavy pounds. I feel the supreme absolute power surging through my divine core. The artillery crews stare at their ruined, useless, broken weapons. They finally understand the absolute massive gap in our strength. A new regiment of elite holy knights steps into the front line. Their silver armor gleams under the bright, hot morning light now. They carry massive crystal swords filled with pure divine energy. System alert. High-level light magic signatures are detected now. The arrogant holy knights raise their glowing weapons together. A massive, thick pillar of white light descends from the high sky. The intense holy energy attempts to burn my solid, pure gold skin. They think their weak god can harm the supreme solar guardian. I open my heavy jaws and consume the entire huge pillar of light. The pure energy flows directly into my massive, hot internal core. System alert. Hostile divine energy is being assimilated rapidly. My transmutation engine breaks down the holy magic very easily. The bright white light crystallizes into solid, heavy golden gems. Brilliant yellow diamonds form along the ridges of my long spine. My defensive capabilities multiply by a massive new heavy factor. The holy knights drop to their weak knees in absolute pure shock. Their supreme magical attack only decorated my heavy divine body. I unleash a heavy sweep of my massive solid golden tail forward. The kinetic impact throws the entire regiment high into the air. Silver armor shatters into hundreds of completely useless pieces. The broken knights crash heavily into the distant solid rocks. System alert. The elite enemy vanguard is fully neutralized today. The earth trembles violently under a sudden massive deep shift. A giant dark chasm opens right in the middle of the battlefield. Dark purple energy spills from the deep broken underground crack. System alert. Massive subterranean construct is awakening quickly. Two giant heavy stone hands grab the edges of the broken ground. A colossal earth golem pulls itself out of the deep dark abyss. Thick solid granite plates cover its massive destructive body. Glowing purple magic runes decorate its broad heavy stone chest. The massive creature stands exactly as tall as my own giant head. This pathetic rock toy dares to challenge my supreme heavy reign. The golem swings a massive stone fist toward my solid heavy face. I do not even bother to dodge the slow, clumsy physical attack. The heavy granite fist collides directly with my solid, shiny jaw. A loud, explosive sound echoes across the entire dead, dark valley. The sheer kinetic force completely shatters the giant stone hand. Thousands of gray rock fragments rain down upon the dirty ground. My perfect, solid golden scales do not show a single tiny scratch. System alert. The extreme physical impact is fully absorbed today. I step forward and grab the heavy earth golem by its thick neck. My massive golden claws dig extremely deep into the solid stone. The heavy creature struggles violently against my superior grip. Purple magic energy flares wildly from its exposed internal core. I activate my divine transmutation ability at absolute maximum. Blinding yellow light flows from my claws into the dark stone. The heavy granite begins to change its fundamental basic nature. System alert. Total molecular conversion process is starting now. A massive wave of pure gold spreads across the heavy construct. The purple magical runes quickly turn into bright yellow lines. Solid gray rock rapidly transforms into pure heavy holy gold now. The massive golem freezes completely in its awkward position now. It becomes a perfect solid golden statue of immense pure value. I crush the golden neck and absorb the massive new wealth easily. Liquid metal flows from the ruined statue into my own heavy body. My physical size doubles in a single terrifying brief moment now. System alert. The Supreme Solar Guardian form is evolving rapidly. A lone human figure steps out from the dust of the ruined army. He wears dark armor forged from a completely different beast now. A massive cursed greatsword rests easily on his right shoulder. System alert. Legendary Dragon Slayer class entity is detected. The arrogant hero walks slowly toward my massive heavy feet now. He actually believes his dark magic sword can pierce my armor. Dark energy flows from the cursed blade into the cold, dead air. The shadows attempt to consume the bright light of my holy gold. I look down at this tiny, insignificant insect with pure disgust. He suddenly leaps into the air with incredible physical speed. The dark, heavy sword swings directly toward my massive solid eye. A massive wave of pure black destructive energy leaves the blade. System alert, extreme dark magic attack is rapidly approaching us. I do not even blink as the dark energy strikes my perfect face. The cursed attack hits my solid golden scales with immense force. My divine transmutation core instantly processes the dark magic. The black energy suddenly freezes and changes its basic color. Solid blocks of dark gold fall heavily to the ruined dirt ground. The hero falls back to the earth in absolute, complete, pure shock. His ultimate cursed attack was totally useless against my body. System alert. Cursed energy successfully converted to pure wealth. I lower my massive head to look directly at the tiny, weak human. The blinding light from my eyes burns his dark protective armor. He tries to lift his heavy sword for a second desperate strike. I exhale a tiny breath of highly pressurized hot golden air now. The extreme heat instantly melts his legendary dark metal sword. Liquid steel drips down and turns into bright, heavy, solid gold. The hero drops to his knees and stares at his empty, burned hands. His entire life purpose is shattered in one single brief second. I crush his fragile body under one single massive golden toe now. The kinetic force flattens him deep into the hard, rocky ground. System alert. The legendary hostile threat is fully eliminated. A massive portal opens in the sky above the ruined battlefield. The enemy mages sacrifice their own lives to summon a new beast. A colossal ice dragon emerges from the swirling blue energy rift. System alert. Ancient frost-class entity has entered the sector. The frozen beast roars loudly and challenges my pure authority. Its body consists entirely of unbreakable magical blue solid ice. The air temperature drops to absolute zero in mere brief seconds. I feel a slight chill against my burning hot solid golden scales. The ice beast unleashes a giant blizzard of sharp frozen spikes. Millions of deadly ice crystals accelerate toward my heavy chest. I activate my divine transmutation field across the entire valley. A giant dome of yellow light expands outward from my solid core. The incoming blizzard hits the divine energy field and stops now. System alert, massive area conversion protocol is now active here. Every single ice crystal instantly transforms into a golden coin. A heavy rain of solid gold coins falls upon the ruined landscape. A loud metallic sound echoes endlessly across the dark mountain. The ice dragon stares at its ultimate attack with pure confusion. I leap into the air with a single massive push of my heavy legs. My immense golden body collides heavily with the frozen creature. The extreme kinetic impact shatters its thick magical ice armor. I bite down hard on its fragile neck with my glowing sharp teeth. System alert. Direct physical transmutation is currently engaged. Golden energy flows from my jaws directly into the frozen beast. The ancient ice dragon slowly turns into a massive golden statue. Its desperate struggles cease completely as the heavy metal sets. I drop the heavy golden statue onto the cracked earth below me. The heavy impact creates another deep crater in the dead valley. I absorb the incredible new wealth directly into my divine body. A massive shadow suddenly falls over the ruined battlefield now. I look up to see a giant flying fortress in the dark gray clouds. Dozens of heavy magical cannons aim directly at my large head. The enemy commander stands proudly on the main solid wooden deck. He holds a glowing red artifact high above his foolish tiny head. System alert. Ultimate destruction class weapon is detected now. The red artifact gathers all the ambient energy in the cold air. A sphere of pure destructive plasma forms above the huge airship. The intense heat instantly vaporizes the surrounding dark clouds. I feel a slight warmth against my thick, solid, golden, heavy armor. They truly believe this little spark can end my eternal life now. The commander screams a desperate final order to his weak troops. A colossal beam of red plasma fires directly at my wide chest. The sheer thermal energy melts the dirty ground beneath my feet. I simply open my massive wings and embrace the incoming hot fire. The destructive beam strikes my divine body with absolute force. System alert. Extreme thermal conversion protocol is fully active. My transmutation core spins at an absolutely terrifying speed. The red plasma instantly shifts into pure liquid gold right now. A river of heavy molten metal splashes over my massive chest now. I absorb every single drop of the incredibly dense new wealth. My golden body expands outward with immense heavy kinetic force. The shockwave shatters the very fabric of the local airspace now. The flying fortress loses its magical stabilization completely. The massive wooden ship begins to fall from the high, dark sky. System alert. The primary hostile command center is falling down. I open my massive jaws and prepare a special fast counterattack. A blinding sphere of concentrated holy gold forms in my throat. I unleash a solid beam of hyper-pressurized liquid metal quickly. The golden laser pierces directly through the falling airship. The entire wooden structure instantly turns into solid, pure gold. A massive golden ship crashes into the earth with immense force. The heavy impact creates a massive crater in the empty valley. I slowly walk toward the beautiful new addition to my huge horde. The enemy commander lies trapped under a heavy, solid golden beam. He stares at me with absolute horror in his pathetic, tiny eyes. His ultimate weapon only served to increase my total net worth. System alert. All hostile forces are completely annihilated today. I stand completely alone in the center of the golden wasteland. Every single enemy attack has been converted into pure wealth. Statues of solid gold cover the entire visible horizon today. The ground itself has become a massive floor of shiny pure metal. I activate my absolute magnetic absorption skill one final time. The giant golden airship slowly melts into a heavy liquid pool. Golden statues dissolve and flow toward my massive dragon feet. A giant ocean of liquid wealth surrounds my huge, towering figure. System alert. Final mass integration process is starting quickly. The heavy liquid gold surges upward and covers my entire body. My physical dimensions expand beyond all known natural limits. I am now taller than the highest clouds in the entire dark sky. My massive wings cast a dark shadow over the entire continent. The sheer weight of my existence alters the planetary gravity. System alert. The Solar Guardian has reached absolute peak power. I let out a deafening roar that shakes the entire atmosphere now. The sonic wave travels across the entire globe in mere seconds. Every living creature on this world feels my absolute presence. They now know that their supreme alchemical god has awakened. I will turn this entire pathetic mudball into a golden paradise. No force in this universe can scratch my perfect solid armor. The age of fragile human magic has finally come to an end here. I take a single step and the entire continent fractures deeply. Liquid magma erupts from the deep cracks in the ruined ground. I simply breathe on the hot magma and turn it into solid gold. System alert. Planetary transmutation process is now fully active. The core of this world will soon become my personal treasure. I am the infinite golden dragon of pure, absolute destruction. My eternal reign over this shiny new universe begins right now. The fleeing dark monsters scatter across the broken valley. Their panic creates absolute chaos among the retreating ranks. I take a massive step forward to crush their escape route. The solid ground collapses under my immense physical weight. A deep tremor travels through the underlying bedrock layers. System alert: seismic activity detected in the local sector. Several dark beasts lose their balance and fall to the dirt. I do not intend to let a single ounce of raw mass escape me. My heavy golden tail sweeps across the ruined battlefield now. The massive kinetic impact launches the creatures into the air. Their weak bodies crash against the steep rocky mountain walls. Dark magic erupts from their forms in a desperate counterattack. Hundreds of black energy spheres fly directly toward my chest. The dark projectiles strike my shining armor with great force. I feel absolutely nothing from their ultimate magical assault. System alert. Hostile dark energy conversion process initiated. The black spheres instantly crystallize into solid yellow gold. Heavy golden orbs drop straight down onto the cracked ground. The loud metallic thuds echo through the empty rocky canyon. I activate my magnetic core to gather the newly formed wealth. The heavy gold spheres roll rapidly toward my massive claws. They melt into pure liquid light upon touching my divine skin. Fresh mass flows upward along my thick armored golden legs now. My physical dimensions expand by another significant margin. The remaining monsters stare at my growing form in total shock. Their absolute despair provides an excellent tactical advantage. I open my large jaws to release a deafening sonic vibration. The powerful sound wave completely shatters their dark shields. System alert: enemy defensive structures have been neutralized. I draw a massive breath of cold air into my burning heavy lungs. The internal furnace heats the oxygen to a critical temperature. Bright yellow light spills from the gaps between my sharp teeth. I unleash a wide torrent of boiling liquid gold upon the valley. The heavy metallic flood washes over the terrified dark beasts. Extreme thermal energy instantly neutralizes their life force. The liquid metal hardens quickly over their motionless bodies. A new row of perfect golden statues decorates the barren land. I close my mouth and observe the silent, glowing yellow field. Thick steam rises from the freshly cast solid metal sculptures. System alert. The biological threat has been entirely eliminated. A sudden loud mechanical noise echoes from the high dark clouds. I tilt my massive head upward to inspect the incoming threat. A colossal flying steel fortress descends from the dark sky now. Giant metal propellers chop through the freezing northern wind. The human empire sends their ultimate mechanical war machine. Hundreds of heavy iron cannons aim directly at my shining face. They actually believe primitive technology can stop a sun god. A bright red flash illuminates the bottom of the flying ship. The massive cannons fire their explosive rounds all at once now. System alert. High-velocity kinetic projectiles are approaching. Thousands of heavy steel shells rain down upon my large body. The deafening explosions completely cover the entire rocky area. Thick black smoke obscures the sunlight for a brief moment. The massive kinetic impact tries to push my heavy frame back. I stand perfectly still and absorb the immense physical shock. My infinite regeneration instantly repairs the minor scratches. The destructive energy triggers my divine transmutation engine. Burning steel fragments rapidly shift their atomic structure. Every single explosive shell turns into a heavy block of gold. System alert: hostile artillery converted into precious metal. A massive shower of golden ingots falls around my giant feet. The heavy blocks crash into the dirt with loud metallic sounds. I step forward and crush the newly formed wealth under my claws. Solid gold instantly melts and flows directly into my scales. My physical mass increases to a truly terrifying new level. I can feel the local gravity altering around my immense body now. The flying fortress rotates to prepare another heavy volley. I will not allow them to repeat their completely useless attack. I spread my giant golden wings wide open to catch the cold wind. My massive wingspan casts a huge shadow over the dark valley. I push massive solar energy directly into my divine heavy core. System alert. Magnetic gravity manipulation is fully active now. I release a powerful magnetic pulse toward the flying steel ship. The invisible force grabs the metal hull with absolute power. Giant propellers struggle against my overwhelming physical pull. Loud metallic groans echo from the bending frame of the ship. I slowly drag the flying fortress down toward the hard dirt. The human crew screams in terror as they rapidly fall downward. Their massive engines overheat and explode in bright orange fire. Thermal energy washes over my shining armor without any effect. System alert: extreme heat absorbed into the central power core. The falling dreadnought finally hits the solid rocky ground. A massive shockwave tears through the barren, frozen landscape. The kinetic impact flattens the remaining dry grass completely. I walk toward the burning wreckage with slow and heavy footsteps. Every single step creates a deep crater in the crushed rock. The ruined metal ship burns brightly in the middle of the valley. I open my jaws and unleash a stream of pure, bright solar fire. The divine flames engulf the entire broken mechanical structure. System alert. Ultimate mass transmutation process has begun now. The burning steel and iron rapidly change their base composition. The dark metal completely turns into blindingly bright gold. A colossal mountain of pure wealth now sits upon the battlefield. I climb onto the massive golden pile to absorb its raw energy. The solid metal structure melts under my massive heated claws. Liquid gold flows directly upward into my rapidly expanding body. My physical size doubles once again in a matter of mere seconds. I now tower above the highest clouds in the dark northern sky. The entire continent can see my shining golden brilliance now. System alert. Maximum planetary size threshold is approaching. I look down at the tiny ruined world far beneath my giant feet. The frozen wasteland has become a beautiful, solid golden mirror. A new army of elite knights approaches from the far horizon. They carry heavy crystal weapons glowing with bright blue magic. I simply cannot understand their absolute refusal to surrender. Their leader raises a giant glowing sword to channel raw power. A massive beam of concentrated ice energy shoots toward my face. The freezing ray strikes my solid gold chin with immense force. System alert: extreme absolute zero temperature is now detected. The intense cold tries to freeze the liquid metal in my veins. My divine solar core pulses once and completely melts the frost. The blue ice beam instantly turns into a stream of golden coins. Millions of heavy, shiny coins rain down upon the attacking army. The physical weight of the falling wealth crushes their armor. They drop their crystal weapons and fall to the solid ground. System alert. Hostile magic assault converted into raw currency. I inhale deeply and pull the mountain of coins into my mouth. Pure, holy gold melts instantly to fuel my inner solar furnace. A blinding aura of yellow light erupts from my massive body now. Intense radiation totally vaporizes the surrounding dark clouds. Bright sunlight finally touches the ruined surface of the world. I stand as the absolute pinnacle of all physical existence. The ground beneath my feet cracks from my immense pressure now. Deep fissures open up and reveal the glowing magma far below. Heat from the planet core reaches my shining golden scales now. System alert: geothermal energy source detected directly below. I plunge my heavy front claws deep into the boiling liquid rock. The molten lava tries to burn away my perfect divine gold armor. My transmutation engine reacts to the huge thermal threat now. Red boiling magma rapidly turns into a sea of pure liquid gold. I absorb the entire transformed ocean of wealth into my body. My physical form expands to cover the entire ruined dark valley. The human survivors simply lose their minds in absolute terror. They claw at their own eyes to escape the blinding golden light. System alert. Massive psychological damage inflicted on the enemy. I open my jaws and prepare my final breath of pure destruction. My internal solar core temperature reaches an impossible level. A massive sphere of liquid metal forms inside my hot throat. I unleash a massive wave of boiling gold across the whole world. The heavy flood washes away the last remnants of the human empire. Every building and weapon instantly turns into solid wealth. I watch the weak civilization disappear beneath the yellow tide. System alert: global transmutation process is now fully complete. I fold my massive shining wings and rest upon my golden world. Absolute perfection is achieved in this quiet, dead sector. The silent golden world reflects the deep, dark, empty space. My massive, heavy body rests upon the shiny, solid surface. Absolute perfect silence covers the entire dead continent. System alert. Extreme cosmic anomaly detected in local orbit. A massive dark tear suddenly opens in the cold black sky. Raw void energy spills from the giant dimensional fracture. The fabric of the universe struggles to contain the rift. I slowly raise my heavy giant head to observe the anomaly. 3 colossal astral entities emerge from the dark portal. Their bodies consist entirely of pure dark cosmic plasma. They float silently above my perfect heavy golden planet. System alert: high-tier celestial executioners have arrived. The central being points a long, dark finger at my huge face. He probably wants to punish me for destroying this world. A massive sphere of dark antimatter forms in his open palm. The sheer gravitational pull distorts the local atmosphere. He throws the heavy dark sphere directly at my solid chest. The cosmic projectile accelerates beyond the speed of light. I do not even bother to move my massive heavy golden wings. The dark antimatter collides with my shining divine armor. System alert. Cosmic energy conversion protocol is starting. My transmutation core flares with impossible intense heat. The destructive void energy instantly loses its dark color. It rapidly shifts into a massive block of pure stellar gold. The heavy cosmic gold drops onto the shiny planetary crust. A loud metallic vibration echoes across the entire dead world. I simply absorb the dense new cosmic wealth into my giant body. My physical mass expands into the cold, empty outer space now. System alert. The divine solar guardian form is growing again. The three astral gods stare at me with absolute pure shock. They cannot comprehend the failure of their ultimate attack. I open my massive jaws and release a wave of pure solar fire. The bright flames travel through the cold vacuum of space. Extreme thermal energy completely surrounds the weak gods. Their dark plasma bodies boil under the intense holy heat. I activate my divine transmutation skill at maximum power. The burning celestial beings quickly turn into solid metal. 3 giant golden statues float silently in the dark void. I reach out with my huge, heavy claw and grab the statues. The solid cosmic gold melts easily against my burning skin. Liquid wealth flows directly into my massive internal core. System alert, supreme cosmic mass successfully assimilated. A sudden deep vibration shakes the entire fabric of reality. The dark dimensional rift expands to a truly colossal size. An entire fleet of giant astral warships enters the sector. Thousands of dark metallic vessels block the distant stars. Their massive engines emit a completely silent blue light. System alert. A full-scale celestial invasion is beginning. The flagship of the alien fleet slowly moves to the front. It looks like a giant floating dark spear of solid crystal. Countless heavy energy cannons aim directly at my huge head. They intend to erase my golden planet from the universe now. I stand extremely tall upon my shiny solid metallic world. My massive golden wings span across the entire atmosphere. A brilliant red flash erupts from the giant dark flagship. Every single astral warship fires its main weapon at once. Thousands of destructive laser beams cross the empty space. The sheer cosmic energy threatens to melt the entire planet. I simply expand my divine transmutation field outward now. A giant dome of pure yellow light covers my massive world. The incoming laser beams hit the bright energy barrier hard. System alert. Massive energy conversion protocol is active. The destructive red light instantly freezes in the cold void. Every single laser beam transforms into a long golden pillar. Thousands of solid heavy golden cylinders float in the sky. I activate my absolute magnetic gravity skill immediately. The massive golden pillars accelerate toward my huge chest. They melt into pure, bright liquid light upon heavy impact. My physical dimensions expand beyond mere planetary scale. System alert. The ultimate galactic guardian form is awake. I push my massive heavy legs against the solid golden crust. The immense kinetic force launches me into the dark space. My giant golden body flies directly toward the alien fleet. The enemy commanders panic and try to reverse their engines. They are far too slow to escape my supreme physical speed. I crash heavily into the center of their massive formation. The extreme physical impact shatters hundreds of dark ships. Broken cosmic metal spins wildly out into the deep, cold void. I open my giant jaws and bite down on the crystal flagship. My sharp, glowing teeth easily pierce the dark, thick armor. System alert. Direct physical matter transmutation engaged. Golden light flows from my mouth into the broken flagship. The dark astral crystal rapidly turns into heavy, pure gold. The massive golden ship cracks under my intense bite force. I swallow the heavy metallic remains in one single big gulp. Supreme cosmic wealth fuels my endless burning inner fire. I unleash a massive sweep of my long, heavy, solid golden tail. The kinetic wave obliterates the rest of the weak alien fleet. Thousands of broken ships transform into shiny gold dust now. I inhale deeply and consume the entire cloud of golden dust. System alert. All hostile space entities are fully destroyed. The dark dimensional rift suddenly begins to pulse violently. A truly impossible gravitational force pulls at my heavy body. The center of the portal collapses into a tiny dark sphere. System alert. A supermassive black hole anomaly is forming. The dark singularity devours all the light in the local area. Extreme gravity tries to crush my perfect solid golden scales. I feel a very slight pressure against my massive heavy chest. The creator of this dark universe finally reveals his face. A colossal entity of pure empty void steps out of the hole. He has no distinct physical shape in this cold, dark space. His mere presence distorts the fundamental rules of reality. System alert. The Supreme Void King entity is now detected. He speaks directly into my mind with a cold, empty, dark voice. He demands that I surrender my infinite golden life force. I simply laugh at his pathetic, arrogant, cosmic demands now. The Void King raises his formless hands toward my huge head. He channels the absolute destructive power of the black hole. A beam of pure, absolute nothingness shoots toward my face. The dark attack erases the very concept of space and time. It strikes my shining golden armor with truly infinite force. My divine transmutation core spins at an impossible speed. System alert. Absolute void energy conversion is starting. The beam of nothingness violently collides with my holy gold. My absolute power forces the empty void to take a solid form. The destructive dark energy instantly turns into bright gold. A massive river of liquid stellar gold flows into my open mouth. I drink the concentrated power of the supermassive black hole. The Void King screams in absolute perfect pure cosmic terror. His ultimate attack is only feeding my endless heavy hunger. System alert. The enemy singularity is fully consumed today. I dash forward through the empty space with extreme speed. My massive golden claws grab the formless dark void entity. He tries to phase through my solid physical metallic grip. My divine energy completely locks his dark soul in place. I activate my final supreme transmutation skill right now. Blinding yellow light erupts from my massive heavy claws. The pure light pierces the dark empty body of the Void King. His formless cosmic essence rapidly crystallizes into metal. The supreme ruler of the void becomes a giant golden statue. I crush his solid golden head with one single heavy squeeze. System alert. The supreme cosmic threat is fully eliminated. I absorb the incredible massive wealth of the dead void god. My physical body expands to cover the entire local galaxy. Millions of tiny stars reflect across my perfect shiny scales. I slowly wrap my massive heavy tail around my golden planet. The entire universe will soon become my personal treasure. I close my giant glowing eyes to enjoy the absolute silence. System alert. The infinite golden era has officially begun. I release a massive wave of pure divine golden energy now. The bright light washes over every single distant dead star. Cold rocks and dead planets instantly turn into solid gold. A truly magnificent golden galaxy spins around my huge body. I am the absolute ultimate pinnacle of all known existence. Nothing will ever challenge my supreme heavy shiny authority. My infinite eternal reign over the cosmos is now absolute. I take another massive step across the broken burning continent. The heavy golden foot crushes an entire mountain range instantly. This fragile dirt sphere offers absolutely no physical resistance. System alert. Planetary crust structural integrity is failing. Deep, massive fissures spread across the entire global landmass. Boiling hot magma erupts violently from the dark planetary core. I will harvest every single drop of this raw thermal energy now. I exhale a massive, continuous stream of freezing golden breath. The red liquid fire instantly hardens into solid, heavy gold ore. My divine wealth multiplies with every single passing second. A vast, deep blue ocean approaches my massive, heavy golden feet. Giant tidal waves crash uselessly against my perfect, shiny armor. Water holds absolutely zero threat to a supreme solar guardian. System alert. Massive aquatic body detected in the forward path. I channel my supreme alchemical power directly into the deep sea. The dark, cold water begins to glow with a blinding yellow light. Total molecular conversion spreads across the entire vast ocean. Billions of gallons of water turn into liquid, heavy, pure gold. The entire sea becomes a massive glowing pool of precious wealth. I lower my giant head and drink the heavy metallic liquid easily. System alert. Global ocean transmutation process is fully complete. The immense volume of liquid gold flows down my massive throat. My internal energy reserves expand to a completely unknown level. I am draining the very lifeblood of this pathetic little planet. I stomp my right foot deep into the broken, ruined solid crust. Tons of dirt and rock vaporize instantly from the heavy hit. The internal planetary core is finally exposed to the cold air. System alert. Deep planetary mantle layer has been fully breached. I lower my massive golden tail into the boiling hot liquid magma. Extreme thermal energy tries to melt my perfect solid gold scales. This primitive heat source is completely useless against my form. My transmutation core targets the entire deep planetary mantle. The boiling red magma rapidly shifts into bright, heavy, pure gold. I turn the heart of this world into my own personal dark battery. System alert. Global core transmutation is proceeding perfectly. Giant veins of solid gold spread outward through the dead Earth. The planet foundation quickly becomes pure, heavy, solid metal. This fragile dirt ball is finally gaining some actual real value. The dark sky suddenly splits open with a deafening sonic boom. A massive network of glowing white energy lines covers the globe. The world defense system finally recognizes my absolute threat. System alert. Ancient planetary defense mechanism is now active. Thousands of floating crystal towers emerge from the high clouds. They aim their sharp glowing points directly at my massive chest. These ancient machines run on pure, concentrated atmospheric magic. I stand perfectly still and wait for their pathetic final strike. The crystal towers hum with extreme kinetic and magical energy. They actually believe this coordinated attack can pierce my gold. A blinding flash of white light erupts from every single tower. Giant beams of pure destructive energy hit my solid outer armor. The heavy kinetic force pushes the surrounding air away quickly. System alert, extreme concentrated magic damage is detected now. The white energy tries to melt my perfect heavy solid gold skin. My divine transmutation core fully absorbs the intense magic heat. I feel a pleasant warmth spreading across my massive heavy chest. The destructive white beams quickly change their basic structure. Pure magic energy solidifies into long, thick, heavy golden poles. Giant heavy rods of solid gold crash down onto the broken ground. System alert. Massive magical energy converted into pure wealth. I crush the giant golden poles beneath my massive heavy feet now. The solid metal flattens and merges with my thick outer scales. My physical mass increases by another 1,000,000 heavy solid pounds. The floating crystal towers shatter from their own massive recoil. Millions of broken glass shards fall through the dark, empty sky. Their ultimate defense grid failed to leave a single tiny scratch. System alert. The planetary defense grid is completely destroyed. A massive circular portal opens in the high outer atmosphere now. Bright divine light spills from the deep dark cosmic void above. The true gods of this pathetic world have finally shown up today. 4 giant humanoid figures descend slowly from the open portal. They wear bright platinum armor and carry massive forged swords. Each celestial titan is almost as tall as my massive golden knee. System alert, supreme celestial class entities are detected now. The lead titan points his glowing silver sword directly at me now. He releases a huge wave of pure cosmic pressure toward the Earth. The heavy gravity force flattens the remaining ruined mountains. I do not flinch under the immense weight of their cosmic magic. My solid golden body is infinitely denser than their weak gravity. I am the ultimate alchemical god, and I bow to absolutely nobody. The 4 titans charge forward with incredible supersonic speed. They swing their massive silver swords at my thick golden legs. They hope to cripple my movement and bring me down to the dirt. The heavy forged blades strike my perfect outer armor directly. A loud metallic crash echoes across the entire broken continent. Heavy kinetic force sends massive shock waves through the dead air. System alert, extreme physical impact detected on the lower armor. The legendary silver swords break into thousands of tiny pieces. The celestial titans fall backward from the massive heavy recoil. They stare at their broken, useless weapons in absolute pure shock. I activate my divine engine to process the floating silver dust. The broken star metal instantly turns into pure, heavy yellow gold. A thick cloud of bright golden powder surrounds my massive feet. System alert, celestial weapon fragments converted into raw wealth. I breathe deeply and absorb the entire cloud of heavy gold dust. My internal core burns with the absolute power of a dying star. Supreme energy flows directly into my massive, heavy, solid frame. I swing my massive solid golden tail toward the 4 weak titans. The heavy kinetic impact strikes them with the force of a meteor. Their bright platinum armor crushes instantly under the heavy mass. System alert. Multiple celestial targets have sustained huge damage. The broken titans crash violently into the ruined burning dirt. Deep, massive craters form around their completely disabled bodies. They are fully paralyzed by the sheer physical force of my hit. The third titan releases a giant storm of bright blue lightning. Millions of high-voltage electrical strikes hit my massive chest. This pathetic static electricity feels like a gentle, warm wind. I activate my magnetic core to pull the lightning into my body. The blue electrical plasma quickly turns into solid yellow gems. My internal power spikes fast as I consume the raw storm magic. System alert: extreme electrical energy has been fully assimilated. The lead titan raises his broken hand toward the dark, empty space. He channels his remaining life force to summon an ultimate strike. A massive beam of pure cosmic astral energy shoots from the stars. System alert: Ultimate Cosmic Destruction Protocol is now active. The blinding purple beam is wider than the entire dead continent. It descends with the absolute kinetic force of a falling moon. The extreme temperature instantly vaporizes the local atmosphere. I do not run from this pathetic final display of cosmic magic. I spread my massive golden wings and fly directly into the beam. The infinite power of the stars washes over my perfect gold skin. System alert: extreme cosmic energy detected on the solid armor. My transmutation engine operates at an unprecedented high speed. The destructive purple astral energy quickly changes its color. It transforms entirely into a new form of heavy precious metal. System alert: Legendary astral gold has been fully synthesized. The cosmic beam solidifies into a giant pillar of astral gold. The new material glows with the absolute power of the dark cosmos. I break the giant astral gold pillar with one massive heavy bite. Chunks of glowing astral gold fall directly into my massive jaws. I swallow the heavy cosmic metal and feel my inner core explode. My physical dimensions expand at a completely terrifying rate. System alert: The Supreme Solar Guardian is entering cosmic stage. My massive golden head breaches the upper layer of the atmosphere. I look down at the fragile planet rotating beneath my giant feet. The whole world is now encased in a shell of solid, heavy gold. The four defeated titans float helplessly in the cold, dark void. They watch their precious world become my personal, shiny coin. Their absolute despair feeds my ever-growing massive superiority. I open my massive jaws and prepare to consume the nearby moon. The dead satellite will serve as a perfect snack for my hunger. I unleash a massive stream of hyper-pressurized liquid pure gold. The golden laser strikes the lunar surface with absolute force. The gray rock instantly transmutes into a massive sphere of gold. I pull the golden moon toward my mouth using pure magnetic pull. System alert: Massive celestial body has been fully assimilated. I crush the heavy golden moon between my massive sharp teeth now. Liquid cosmic wealth flows directly down into my burning hot core. The infinite dark universe stretches out before my glowing red eyes. I will turn every single star into my own personal treasure. My eternal golden empire will soon consume this entire galaxy.
This video and everything in it are completely fictional and original creations by the author. The story is made only for storytelling and entertainment inside the fictional universe. It isn't meant to encourage violence, dangerous actions, or harmful behavior, and nothing in this video should be copied in real life. All characters shown in this work are fictional and are presented as 18 years old or older. This content is made only for entertainment and isn't intended to offend, attack, or harm any person, group, or organization. This channel is more than just entertainment. It's made to share deep ideas, powerful meanings, and valuable insights through stories that make you think and feel in a new way.